Your morning blitz begins now.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday morning. Going to be a high of 76. More scattered showers possible today. Not happy with that rain yesterday afternoon. No, I was out and about running some errands, and actually we're in the process of doing some car shopping. And so I've been working with a guy, and I was like, oh, let me drive down there and see this car. And just as I get the car to drive down there, it starts raining. Which you don't want to test drive a car in the rain. You can't
Maybe that's the best time to test drive a car. You need that thing to work well in the rain.
That is true, but
I know, it's a pain.
It's annoying. And well, here's the thing, because I was there not quite a week ago, like 5 days ago, and it was raining while I was walking around the car lot on that day too. And I was like, "What is about?"
Yeah, so you got to walk around, you got to stand there. Yeah, I get it.
You're looking at stickers on the windows, and it's raining on you. You just don't want to. How are you, Kelly?
I'm doing great. I finally slept last night. Sonic Temple had me up like all night, Saturday night and Sunday night.
You were just jacked.
I was just jacked. My body was just not resting. And last night I slept hard. It felt so good. I feel like I'm on the road to recovery now.
I tell you, I was going to send a picture to our text thread of my pillow after my afternoon nap. I got home about home about 12:30 and took a nap. The pile of drool on my pillow, that was a hard nap.
Hard nap.
That was a solid 90-minute nap.
Yeah.
I mean, that was... mouth agape, I'm telling you. That's the only way that much drool could have fallen out of my mouth, was just sleeping with my mouth open.
Well, speaking of drool, was it kind of like the sweat that was pouring out of the
Balthazar's arm. Oh. I caught up with two friends yesterday, and they were asking about Sonic Temple because they saw the pictures and they saw the crowd surf video, and I was telling them that story, and yet again twice I was like, like I could barely get the story out.
Just a brief recap.
I have never seen that movie.
Goose was interviewing Gwar, and they wear like that crazy
huge
heavy
costumes
gear. Dude was sweating out of his.
He picked his arm up,
prosthetic
and it poured. It poured out of that prosthetic.
Goose was about ready to blow.
I was gonna Ralph,
and it was creamy.
Yes,
quit saying that.
It shouldn't be that cloudy.
No. You need a full body check. We need to check your hormone levels and everything. And what's going on there?
I don't check anything. Like that.
What's even worse is like when you're I was imagining him walking with his hands straight down by his sides because it has to pool in the fingertips.
Right. With that much
he's
sweat.
moving his
sweat
fingers
up to his
around.
Second knuckle.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. He wiggles his fingers and it goes.
Oh God!
Nasty. How are you, Thick?
I'm good. I actually slept great too, man. I never woke up once. I usually wake up for one trip to the bathroom.
Yep.
Not one time, man. I felt like my head hit the pillow and the alarm went off. But I felt great.
Yeah,
because I knew I slept straight through. But the laundry's done. Made it to the grocery store. So normal life is coming back.
Right.
It usually takes a couple days.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's go on a Tuesday. A whole lot to talk about this morning, and it all begins with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick.
All right, $25 up for grabs to waterbeds and stuff. If you're the first one to give us the correct answer at 99,700. Amazon Prime doing a reboot. Their fall lineup will feature this reality competition show. It's a reboot of this show. It will be in their fall lineup on Amazon Prime. Tell us what it is at 99,700. Be the first one to do that, and we'll hook you up with $25 to go spend at waterbeds and stuff.
Let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, Amazon Prime released their fall lineup, and they are doing a reboot of what reality competition show?
Ladies and gentlemen, from Gladiator Arena in Los Angeles, California, here are your American Gladiators.
American Gladiators is back.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not against it, but they did this in 2008 or something.
Yeah, I know.
So why
another reboot?
Why are we doing it again? I always
Maybe
liked
they
the
didn't
show
do it
growing
right.
up.
I did too.
Yeah, I always thought it was cool.
Maybe they didn't do it right. It didn't work. Didn't stick, and they're going to try. Maybe it'll be better this time. I don't
Is
know.
that like the obstacle course thing, or no? Is it like they're fighting
People fighting.
with big baton? Or like
Yeah,
that,
the jousting.
joust-
Yeah, well, they had
okay.
different competitions.
Okay.
They had the jousting, and they had the Powerball, which was kind of like the Oklahoma drill in football.
Yeah.
They had like hanging tough, where you were hanging from monkey bars and trying to get pulled down. So yeah, you went through
Using your legs to try to pull
Try to
the
pull
other
the
one
other one
down.
down, yep.
Yeah, while you're hanging and stuff like that.
basically all the crap we used to do in elementary school. They turned into
on field day
games with bigger, stronger people.
Yeah, seriously, bigger, stronger people.
So yeah, let's do this. Let's play a little game. Kelly, I'm gonna give you a name of a gladiator
Okay.
from the show, and you have to guess whether or not it really was a gladiator or not.
Gladiator or not.
Yeah. Gemini.
Yes.
Yeah, Gemini was a gladiator.
Sounds like a gladiator.
What about Laser?
I mean, no.
No, Laser was a...
It was
Yeah. What about Malibu?
No.
No, Malibu was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Turbo.
Yes.
Yes. Turbo was a gladiator. Yep. Let's see. Electra.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Electra was definitely one. What about Sky?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Sky was the tallest of all the female gladiators.
I like it.
Yep. What about Jazz?
Yes, jazz.
Yeah. What about Snuffleupagus?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Snuffleupagus was not a gladiator. Who's our winner?
Brian Pruitt from Pickerington was the first one to text it in. He's got $25 to go to waterbeds and stuff.
Congratulations. Yeah, my question is, what are they gonna do differently? Because not only in 2008 did they have the remake of American Gladiator, but then it was, I don't know, 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson did the Titan Games.
Yep.
And that was basically just big people going head-to-head, pushing rocks and lifting boulders and weights and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what they're going to do differently.
Maybe TikTok dances after each battle.
Oh.
Like the Savannah Bananas or something.
Okay.
There you go.
So you get
That's an idea.
You get these big, muscular,
Yeah.
CrossFit bodybuilder type people, and you have them do TikTok dances to end every competition.
Can somebody come up with something great and original? Anybody, somewhere.
Here's the question, though. What's left?
I know, maybe it's just all been done. Has everything
that's
been
the thing.
done?
We have got 237 different TV stations out there right now. And more than half, sure, I agree, half are built on reruns and syndication. But that still leaves 100 and some odd TV stations trying to come up with original content. It's just not, it's not going to happen.
There's a whole world of legalized weed out there now. I haven't seen anything on that, like a weed growing reality show. Can we get a competition at that? I don't know.
Nick's just thinking of something he wants to get involved in.
I'm just saying, I think it's something original, because the whole world of weed is wide open now to do something.
Okay.
Can we get a new Cheech and Chong? Can we get something original?
Watching weed grow sounds really boring.
I don't mean
That's
that.
a new version of watch paint dry.
No, I don't
want to
wanna
watch weed grow?
Weed grow. That's
Or
not what I
four
meant.
guys sitting around going, you know what we should do, man?
Oh, my God.
We should mix strawberry, banana, and coconut.
See, that's already been done.
See, exactly. I think a weed operation reality show would possibly be the most boring thing of all time.
But we could maybe like a new Cheech and Chong, but somebody who's actually really funny.
But that's the thing. You're saying a new Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong has already been done, so that's not an original idea.
Well, I mean, look, there's been a million love stories. They're the only ones who have done the weed. There's got to be more out there.
Have you not seen Harold and Kumar movies?
Oh, lame.
Have you not seen Jay and Silent Bob movies? Come on. But I agree. We are out of original ideas. I don't know what's next, because when an original movie comes out, I get so hyped. I'm like, oh my God, an original story, not based off of a book or a comic book or some adaptation. It's actually an original story. Which, by the way, Mile 22, I rewatched again last night. If you haven't seen that with Mark Wahlberg.
I have not.
Oh, good movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Original. What about Severance? Now that's an original idea.
Yeah, that was original.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that's also that's a little niche audience. I mean, that's a weird show.
I'll tell you what, man, you turned me on to a good one because I've never been a big fan of the, emergency room and doctor,
Oh, yeah.
But The Pit.
See, that's the other thing. I don't mind a quote-unquote remake or rehashed idea if it's done well. And The Pit was just the best of the best.
Yes.
I mean, that's the new level of expectation for medical shows. So, anyways, I'll keep it out for American Idol and see if it's just a big old pile of crap or not. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
As we go through these stories of the not so breaking news, I think I've kind of learned a lesson here. If you're going to break the law, I think too many people their eyes are bigger than their stomach. Is that the expression? Their eyes are bigger than their stomach. Yeah. Like do your little crime, make your little money. It's when you try and start doing too much. That's when you get in trouble. And that's what happened in Lowell, Massachusetts, where a man by the name of Stephen Simmers was being investigated for some cyber crimes. Homeland Security and local authorities got a knock and announce federal search warrant, which means I think they knock first, but then they have the ability to break the door down. I don't know.
It's the opposite of a no-knock warrant.
Oh, well, okay, thank you. That makes sense. Yeah, knock and a no-knock warrant. Yeah, that would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well, anyways, as they came up to his home, and Mr. Simmers allowed the officers in. That's the other strange thing. I mean, I guess they were coming in anyways because they had the warrant, but he allowed them to come in. They wanted to collect some computer equipment and other digital storage media devices for an investigation. But while there, police uncovered nearly 15 pounds of marijuana, 49 grams of cocaine, 398 grams of MDMA, 919 THC vape pens, 449 grams of THC oil, 293 containers of THC gummies, 554 psychedelic chocolate bars, and nearly a pound of psilocybin mushrooms.
That guy's doing some business.
Man, he got a one-stop shop.
Right? They also found $110,000 of cash inside of a box in the bedroom, bringing the total amount seized to $134,721. He's going to be spending some time in jail because all of this is equal to trafficking numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Which obviously is a lot more time in jail.
Big trafficking.
Yeah. If you're going to do like your little computer crimes, stick to your little computer crimes. Don't open the back alley street version of CVS pharmacies in your home.
It's like that Locked Up Abroad. Did you guys ever watch that? It's most of the people who got busted on Locked Up Abroad. I would say at least 60% of them said, I was just going to do one more big run. And then I got popped. I mean, I don't believe them. They weren't going to just do one more.
They weren't going to stop.
But, I think that's what they say to make themselves feel better. This was going to be it.
It's going to be it.
I wasn't going to do it anymore.
I was going to walk away from the life of crime.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Our second story takes us over to Maryland, where a 28-year-old woman is now facing charges after she ignored a police officer and drove through a street fair on Saturday. Take a listen.
I apologize for the inconvenience. I'd be happy to call you a taxi. Fortunately,
I don't have to come back. I just need to get out. You gotta go.
I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I gotta go to work. What do you want me to do? I have to go to work.
You cannot get out. Stop your car. Stop.
Excuse me.
Stop.
Excuse me, y'all.
There's a lady running down the street now in a BMW. Stop. Get out of the car.
Kai Debris Bostick. Now, here's the deal. I saw this video yesterday, and I saw that there was chest cam, body cam footage, and the woman gets out of her car and literally moves the tape, the yellow police tape, strung between two orange barrels, which, of course, is blocking the street off. And I'm like, why is the officer not, at the very least, slapping her wrist? Like, hey, don't touch that. Hey, stop that. You're not allowed to do that. The officer just let her do it, and then she got back in the car, and then she pulled into the street. And I'm like, we've seen stories like this before. How dangerous is this? I can't believe you did this. And this woman needs to be thrown in jail, which she will be. However, my attitude has slightly changed, because in reading the full story, as it turns out, the night before, she knew that there was going to be some blockage, but she was told she'd be able to get out for work.
Yeah,
she
you
was
can't
on a
block people in their neighborhood.
She was at a dead-end street. I'm like, turn around. I thought she didn't want to turn around and go the long way around. But as it turns out, no, she was actually blocked on her street.
That's you can't do that. You can't drive through a crowd of people either. But
right.
There's a situation here that needs to be handled. That officer should have led her through.
That's what some people are saying on the thread is like, escort her through.
Yes.
But at the same time, if you see the video, this street fair is a couple blocks long. You know that this isn't like Friday night, people are getting together and saying, hey, you know what? Tomorrow morning, let's put on a 6-block street fair.
It's not a surprise.
You've known about this.
You're right.
For a long time.
But I'm trying to think, what would I do if all of a sudden I could not get out of my off my street? Where would I park? Like, where would you go?
2 blocks over and park on the street. But if you do wake up and you're stuck, even though you were told you'd be able to get out in the morning.
Yeah.
If you were stuck, you
got to call an Uber.
You call an Uber.
Yeah.
You don't drive through the crowd.
No.
Yes, it absolutely sucks. 100%. But you call an Uber.
I don't know. She said she had to drive to Virginia.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a surprise.
You Uber to Enterprise and you rent a car for the day. You're right. The Uber bill might have been big, but you can't drive. You're going to get arrested. There's no situation there where you're not getting arrested if you drive through a crowd. And granted, here's the deal. She never gunned it. She barely crept through the crowd, but she did bump the officer as she was working her way through.
Boy.
That's going to cause a big problem.
Because he put his hands on the hood and she kept going.
But then there were a group of firefighters that kind of blocked her car. She never accelerated. So I don't believe she was intending to harm anyone.
She was trying to get out of her flipping neighborhood.
But you can't drive through a crowd.
How about let's stop doing street fairs where we're blocking off full streets?
What?
Or blocking somebody in their home. I mean,
that's not right.
You know.
And I don't think that's cause to commit a crime, but I'm just saying maybe you need to rework that so that you're not blocking in an entire street.
That's true, but what if this is like a little town and this is like their main street? You know, it's Main Street. You know?
I'm just trying to put myself in her position, and I wouldn't like it.
Right.
Well, but I also believe, Kelly, you're a better planner, and you would know, you would have paid attention to the dates of the street fair and not parked on your dead-end street to get blocked in.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you think I'd be prepared.
I mean, she's the only one that had an issue.
Right.
So did they get like notices on their door, or was it just a Facebook post? I mean,
I'm sure it's in the news.
But also, you're probably watching them set up. For a week.
Yes, absolutely. If this is a small little town, you know they live for this weekend every year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the street fair's back. We can get an elephant ear.
Maybe she's new to town. I'm like you at this moment, Kelly. I'm trying to put myself in her place.
Don't drive through crowds. That's all I'm saying. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. All right, so we all know about snakes on a plane, but what about a chicken on a plane? But here's the thing. The chicken is cooked. I try not. Let me play you a clip real quick because there's a woman who's making some noise online because she has posted a TikTok video. She is a traveler. Her name is Chloe Gray, and apparently she likes to keep in shape, and she also has dietary restrictions. She has to keep her blood sugar in check. So she tries to make sure she always keeps some healthy food on her. Take a listen to what she had to say.
I just got pulled aside by TSA for having something crazy in my bag, but I told her this is how you give yourself a first-class experience without paying for first class. So let me show you. Okay, whole rotisserie chicken. I gotta get my protein in the flight. I hate buying airport food, so I usually just try to pack like a salad or something. And I didn't have time, so I was like, let me just get like a whole chicken from Whole Foods. And this is gonna hold me over for like the entire day pretty much.
She went to Whole Foods. She bought the rotisserie chicken in a bag, took it through TSA, took it on the plane.
They let her through?
Yeah.
That's so wild.
The TSA stopped her and said, yeah, you can take your chicken.
I didn't think you could take food on a plane.
I don't know.
Oh, my gosh,
you can definitely take food, but it's got to be sealed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe the rotisserie bag is sealed.
Because I can get a whole rotisserie chicken at Giant Eagle, and it's completely sealed.
So. Can you imagine opening that bad boy and you have a seatmate you don't know and you're opening a big rotisserie chicken in the middle of a flight?
What in the F are you doing? What are you doing?
And I know Goose can sit down and eat an entire rotisserie chicken.
Oh, 100% I can.
You can watch a whole goose eat a whole chicken.
100%, but I'm not doing it
kind
on
of
the
like
plane.
cannibalism a little bit.
I would like to see this, girls. I am envisioning there's a huge trend toward eating like massive amounts of protein. That is a dietary trend right now. Like huge amounts of protein in your diet. So I bet she must be on this kick where you've got to have like 90 grams of protein in a day. And so I'm going to eat 40 grams of protein for breakfast on a flight.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this. Just from looking at her picture here, and then play the clip again real quick.
I just got pulled aside by TSA for having something crazy in my bag, but I told her this is how you give yourself a first-class experience without paying for first class. So let me...
Okay. I really hate to be judgmental. I'm going to throw myself under the bus here. I hate this woman so much.
What?
From her picture, she's a Khloe Kardashian or a Kim Kardashian wannabe.
Okay.
And then listening to her voice is like, I just have a chicken on the thing. She got that fry at the end of her voice. That California vocal fry. Had to check it out and played.
I call it TikTok voice.
Oh, God, I hate this woman
like,
so much.
I'm giving myself a first-class experience, but you're giving everyone else around you, like they're wondering what they did in life to deserve this.
Yes. And I love, one, I love chicken. Two, I love a good rotisserie chicken from the store.
Yeah.
Falls off the bone.
Delightful.
It's delicious. But I'll tell you what. I do turn my head when I open that bag for the first time because for some reason, a lot of times those chicken bags smell like feet and cottage cheese. I don't know what it is. It's got a stench to it, without a doubt. So to open that up in a steel tube at 30,000 feet,
You shouldn't be allowed to bring any hot food, like anything that's going to stink, like even eggs. No,
you shouldn't bring eggs.
You're not allowed to do that.
You
No
should not
tuna.
bring eggs.
No tuna.
That
You're not
feels
allowed
like
to
Girl
do
fart in here.
Cannot do tuna. Can't do anything.
Yeah,
that's
fish. You can't do
no
fish.
No, how about a sandwich? Some kind of a sandwich that doesn't stink.
So everybody's got to abide by what you don't
Yes.
like and like.
I'm just saying, why are you bothering the people nearby with the fact that you have to? You have to.
That's a part of the social
satisfy,
contract.
Yeah, yourself so much.
Chicken? I mean, if that chicken was on bread, it would be okay.
All right. Here's her one argument. She does say that she bought it the night before. It was in her fridge. So when it cools down, then there's no smell. So she claims there's no smell to it.
Regardless
and I do
of
agree with that.
Yeah, regardless of the smell. This is an entire operation with a big rotisserie chicken. If she's not sitting in first class, like, you are bothering people with your massive chicken. You're bothering people. You should work to not bother people or eat the chicken at home before you catch your flight.
I was told that last time I dropped trowel. You are bothering people with your giant chicken.
I don't understand.
Look, just it's part of
This is another reason I'll never vacation with you, Thick, because you think it's fine to bring a rotisserie chicken on a flight.
They're not that. I don't know. Once I get a giant, they go about that big around. Like a
That's still
That's
a
an
big
operation.
No,
chicken.
you open the bag, you reach in, you pull out a piece.
You're throwing elbows getting this thing apart.
But then, like you said, you sit there and you rip apart your chicken. That crap is greasy. And then you got chicken finger grease.
That's what
all
napkins
over the
are
armrest. No, you still got a layer of chicken finger grease.
Oh my gosh!
Without a doubt.
I mean, if now, Kelly, if somebody's hit me with their elbows, that's different. Now you're bothering me.
Well, how about the fact that we as Americans can't go 2 minutes without food? Like, nobody's willing to sit through a movie or a ball game or a flight even without having a massive amount of food. Like, you can't go 2 hours without eating?
Okay, that's why I disagree with you, because I want some food. I really want some food down my gullet. 997 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
An Olympic gold medalist and former Ohio State University champion wrestler has been arrested as part of a prostitution sting in Columbus. 29-year-old Kyle Snyder was one of 16 men charged during the undercover operation on the north side this past Friday. Columbus police posted ads for escort services on the internet. Okay. I have a little bit of an opinion on that. That sounds like entrapment. You're trying to entrap people into prostitution. Sting.
See, I never understood entrapment. And I'm not a very smart man, but I don't see the problem with it. If they're going to post an ad, and they didn't make you, they're not entrapping you. They didn't make you answer the ad.
Yeah,
they put an ad out there.
I guess I'm just questioning whether
don't break
it is.
the law and hire a hooker.
But why? Okay, there is actual prostitution happening out there. Bust them that way. There are
they don't know where it's at.
Okay, they don't.
Well,
I feel like you do.
But possibly.
I'm just
I
saying.
can show you right now.
I guess what I'm saying is they created a trap, and then there were people who fell into the trap willingly, walked into the trap. But if they hadn't done that,
right? But that's like saying I put up a sign that says, if you walk down this hallway, a boulder will come and hit you on the head and kill you. And then you walk down the hallway and I get charged with murder. I put a sign up. I told you. Don't go do it.
All right. Okay.
And they do this on the internet, and I know like Shaquille O'Neal's been involved with this, where they go on and pretend to be a 13-year-old girl to try to entrap pedophiles.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole basis of that show. What's that show?
So that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That it doesn't happen to a real 13-year-old girl.
Okay, now I can see that. Yeah, I guess I was seeing it. I'm seeing it wrong. But anyway, let me just tell you the story. Columbus police posted ads for escort services on the internet and say they started getting responses. Officers say Snyder called and texted police in response to an ad and agreed to meet at a nearby hotel. Police say that he then paid an undercover officer cash and then asked for a sex act. He was arrested and charged and released at the scene, and he'll be in court on Monday.
No, I was just trying to practice my wrestling moves.
Man, I couldn't believe this story. I'm like, dude, you're a gold medal Olympic gold medal winner.
Gold at the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympics, silver at the 2021 Games in Tokyo.
What happened to you, man?
He's in the Ohio State Athletics Hall of Fame.
You figured he could probably get some strange anywhere he wants it.
It sounds to me like he's making money off of this. Maybe no, or he just was looking for a girl.
He was looking for someone to
just a John.
Yeah, yep. Ohio State women's basketball coach Kevin McGruff is facing OVI charges. His arrest was reported by Dublin police last week. Authorities say McGruff hit several curbs, and then drove through someone's yard before he was stopped on Terra Hill Drive. The coach failed sobriety tests at the scene and refused to take a breath test. And that's according to Dublin police. The Ohio State Athletics Department is not commenting at this time. Peacock has announced that a spin-off of The Office will premiere in September. The show is called The Paper, and I know we talked about it before when they announced it, but it is ready to roll. It's in post-production. It's set in the same universe as The Office, but this time the documentary crew that spent 9 years in Scranton, Pennsylvania, has moved to a business in Toledo, Ohio, to follow employees in the newsroom of a failing local newspaper. The editor is making his big efforts to revive it. It's all going to be documented by this, mockumentary crew. Anyway, the new series will star original Office cast member Oscar Nunez. And did you guys see season 2 of White Lotus? If you remember, the hotel manager, Sabrina Impacciatore is the actress's name.
Okay.
You'd recognize her if you saw her, but she is also starring in it. And again, that is coming out in September, and it's produced by Office creator Greg Daniels. Those are your 3 things.
Travis does pose a valid question here at a text we just got. Why is 2 consenting adults a crime just because money's involved? How is that any different than buying a woman dinner on a date and getting laid on the first date? I mean, instead of spending the $200 on dinner for the first date, you spend it and skip to the end.
You're cutting out the middleman.
You're both consenting adults.
Yeah,
not to mention, it's the oldest profession in the entire world.
Right. Yeah,
just putting it out there.
Yeah, maybe they should just legalize it.
I mean, if you're in Las Vegas County, knock yourself out. Hey, welcome to your Tuesday. Some big news. One of us has got an announcement. Pretty big. Gonna kind of change the show forever, actually.
Dude, you just got here.
What?
Everything's great. What are you doing?
You're talking about me. Why are you assuming it's me?
Well, Kelly said she doesn't have any big news. I don't have any big news.
It's got to be you.
Oh, it is me.
You're the only one left.
You can't.
Can't what? What are you talking about?
Well, when somebody tells me you got big news that's going to change the show forever, I feel like did Los Angeles, did LA call?
No, the big news is well, I mean, as long as the bosses will have me, I'm staying. We found a place yesterday.
Oh, okay.
We officially have a Columbus address.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations! That is huge news.
Thank you. We love the place. It's amazing. Down the street from Thick. It's in Hilliard.
Oh,
we're moving to Hilliard.
Another Hilliard boy in the room.
Like 5 to 8 minutes away, probably, depending on traffic.
We went a scotch smaller than we were going to because we wanted Hilliard schools for the boys.
Yep.
And
nice move.
Here's the cool thing, and I really hope he's listening because at Sonic Temple on, I believe it was on Saturday, a gentleman came up and said hello to me, and he's really enjoying the show and wanted to meet, and I shook his hand. We had a great talk, and I asked he asked about the move, and I said, yeah, we're looking at the Hilliard area, and he said, oh, I'm the track coach at Hilliard. He's the track and football coach at Hilliard. And he said, and I said, oh, okay, because we were looking at two different places in Hilliard, and one was, the first one we were almost going to get was Hilliard Davison High School.
Right.
But as it turns out, this one's Hilliard Darby. And because he goes, I won't hold it against you if you're going to Davison because he's at Darby.
Oh, he is at Darby.
He's at Darby, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now...
So you've already met his track coach.
Hopefully, because both boys, the 16-year-old runs cross-country and track. And so, yes. And so I hope that you're listening, sir. And, yeah, next year you'll have a new long-distance runner on your track team.
That is really exciting. Congratulations.
Run him into the ground.
What is the move date?
We are going to do the, I believe it's the June 6th or whatever that weekend. Yeah, the 7th.
All right.
Nice. Yep. So, if anyone wants to make some bucks, I need help.
You need help?
Chucking boxes and stuff. Yeah. Because I don't want to do like the whole mover thing. That's a ton of money.
But you're moving across state.
I know. I'm going to get all the kids' high school football friends to load the car, get a U-Haul, and then I'm going to hire people here to help me unload it.
I love it.
Okay.
It will save you money. It's very expensive, a moving van.
It's still a few $1,000s.
Yeah.
I mean, because not only that, it's a one-way trip. When you do U-Haul, like if you're doing something in city, it's like, $19.99 plus your mileage or whatever. But when you do a one-way trip and they're losing a truck, boy, they charge you for it.
They do.
Oh, yeah. You pay more than just your $19.99 daily rental if you're dropping it off in another state.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of volunteers.
Hey.
I am really busy that weekend. I'm so sorry.
That's the thing. I'm looking for anyone who's sticking around from OSU. If you're a college student, I would never ask any of my friends to do it. We are past the age of, hey, I'll give you pizza and beer to help me move.
Thank God.
No.
Okay.
There is
I'm
no
really not
way
busy
in
that
hell
weekend.
I would ever do that.
I'll come manage things.
There you go.
I like to order people around.
It's funny you mentioned OSU. There is a company called College Hunks.
Yeah, College Hunks Moving Junk. Yeah. Yep. I will hire the college kids, but I would never ask any of my friends. I don't want to lift anything. I want to put, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, that box goes there. Stand at the front door like one of the gate agents at the airport. I'm going to have 2 sticks in my hand and be like, yep, bring it on in. Bring it on in.
Oh, you're already getting volunteers on text. So
I knew it.
Be set up.
Yeah, what are you paying?
So,
beer.
It'll work out. No, I'll throw out some cash.
Yeah, that one doesn't work anymore. Right. I'll get you pizza and beer.
That's because you're not in college. Pizza and beer doesn't work for you anymore, but it does work for a certain age group, doesn't it?
I don't know, man.
Over 35, I'm not helping you move anymore. That's the cutoff point.
When you think 21 years old, you'll work for a case of beer and a pizza?
21 probably, yeah absolutely.
Cream. Cash rules everything.
Oh, no, that is very true, yes. Yeah, Wu-Tang. Very good. No Wu-Tang for you, Kelly? Oh, okay. Anyways, super excited. Got the address. 3 weeks away from moving.
All right. Good job, man.
Amazing.
I love it.
Nora and the boys couldn't be more excited. So,
And I noticed there are 2 ponds right by your place. I'm like, oh, okay.
Where are you going to put the Ohio State flag? I was wondering.
in the fire pit, which is in the back of the house. It's 99.7 The Blitz. All right, while I was doom scrolling last night before bed, I came across this video, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to put you guys up to the challenge. See what you can do, because either you're going to show off your expertise of all your years working at the Blitz, or you're going to look like total frauds.
Uh-oh.
One of the two. This was an actual clue on Family Feud, and I want to see if you guys can get all the answers before you get 3 X's. This is the actual game of Family Feud, and here's the category.
The greatest rock and roll band of all time.
There you go. That's the question that was on Family Feud. The greatest rock and roll band of all time. Top 8 answers on the board.
8.
8.
Damn.
I'm going to have you, Kelly, and you, Thick, go back and forth like you're on a team. And I want to see if the two of you, both 30-year veterans of the Blitz, to see if you can get what the top 8 answers are according to, 100 Americans.
8.
So, Kelly, we will start with you. Greatest answer.
Wait, just remember, Kelly, they asked 100 people, so who knows? You never know what somebody's
their definition of rock is, or rock and roll.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
right.
At least it's not like a list from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It is not. I'll just tell you this. Look, it's rock and roll music.
All right.
I'm going to be upfront with you.
There's
it's
no
rock and roll.
All right, let's not make this complicated.
Okay.
I'm going to start first, and I'm going to steal it from Thick Rick, Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
That's got to be right.
Number 4 on the board. Yes, absolutely.
Number 4?
Number 4 on the board.
Oh, my God.
Greatest rock and roll band of all time.
All right, so Zepp's gone.
Thick, it's up to you. Greatest rock and roll band of all time.
Somebody had to say the Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Number 1 answer. The
All
Beatles.
right,
Yes.
all right.
Beatles.
Kelly, back to you. 2 right, 2 out of 8 so far. No X's. What you got?
I'm going to say the Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones. Number 2 on the board. Number 2 on the board.
I gave you one chance, but now I'm going to steal Kelly's and say Queen.
Oh,
Queen.
yes. That's got to be on there.
Number 7 on the board. Yes.
Nice.
We are 4 for 4 with no X's so far. 4 answers left.
All right. Well, I don't think I'm going out on a limb, but I'm going to say we just saw him for 2 nights at Sonic Temple. I'm going to say Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
Metallica.
Yeah, but did one out of this
No.
could be interesting. No?
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Number 8 on the board. Yes, number 8 on the board.
All right, well, I should be happy they got on the board.
They did. Yeah, they wrapped up the top 8. So we are down to 3 answers for the rock band of all time. This was actually on Family Feud as a question. Thick, we are back to you. What do you got?
How about AC/DC?
AC/DC.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Number 3 on the board. Yes.
Wow, we're
6
doing
for
pretty
6
good.
with no X's so far.
Uh-oh.
And we are down to 2 answers.
Ooh.
So this would be answers 5 and 6. Slots 5 and 6 are still open in the top 8. Greatest rock and roll band of all time, Kelly. What do you got?
I don't know. I'm going to say Rush.
Rush.
Oh, man.
That is your first incorrect answer. No.
Oh, man.
Not on the board. Thick, we are back to you. What do you think?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Number 5 on the board.
Hey!
We are down to the final answer. It is the 6th slot for the greatest rock and roll band of all time. Kelly, we're sitting on 1X. Are you guys rock and roll geniuses after 30 years on the Blitz, or total frauds?
All right, I am going to pick between Pink Floyd and The Who. I think I'm going to say The Who.
The Who!
Yeah.
That's your second wrong answer.
Oh, my God.
So, Thick, all the pressure falls on you.
Uh-oh.
7 out of 8 answers.
Wait, what have we gotten?
2 X's.
We have Zeppelin, Beatles, Stones, Queen, Metallica, AC/DC, and Aerosmith.
That is correct. One final answer, 1 final X. Are you walking away with all the cash and prizes, Thick? Or are you getting your 3rd X?
I'm gonna I'm going with the one remaining band that I would have answered this question with.
Okay.
They were my first 3 albums. I was a member of the Army. Let's go with Kiss.
The Kiss Army.
Yes.
That is the correct answer.
Wow. The greatest of all time, and you put Kiss in there. That's fine. I get it. They were like a huge band.
I know. But I almost said Pink Floyd because you put it in my head. I'm kind of surprised they're not on the list. And what about the Eagles?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, debatable list. But, I just wanted to see if you could see what 100
people.
Say.
You walk up to somebody and go, "What's the greatest rock band of all time?" You never know what's going to come out of their mouth.
That's true, but you did it.
Nice job.
As a lawyer, 8 out of 8. Turns out you guys aren't frauds. 99.7 The Blitz. I saw a social media post from a friend of mine, and I wanted to share with you because both of you are in long, committed relationships. However, I have a feeling that this post is a commonly shared feeling. No matter where you are in your relationship, I can just see this happening for sure. They posted that they got home from work, and this happens quite a bit. Where it was the middle of the afternoon. And usually, like us, our weird schedules, we get home in the middle of the day, noonish, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. When, the majority of people get their 9 to 5. They're not home till a little bit later in the day. But every so often you come home, open the garage door or pull into the driveway, and your significant other's car is there, and you know they're home, and you just go, oh, man. Because you were just hoping to get home and maybe just have the house to yourself.
Yeah.
You love your significant other, but man, at that particular moment, you were just, I really hope no one's home. And you just get that little feeling of, oh man. You feel that way, Kelly?
I feel like Charlie and I are very open about our need for alone time. Like he needs his alone time. I need my alone time. Like we need to have just a breather where we're just doing whatever we want to do. And that's it. And we always have that in our schedules. I have mine during the day. He has his at night.
Okay.
So if one of us were to invade the other's alone time, it's not like, oh gosh, but it does change things up to where it's like, now I have to find a space. I'm going to have to find a space somewhere else in the day to get my breather.
Yeah.
And it's not like we are demanding upon each other. We're not. But I think everybody needs that time and space just to be in their phone or, do their hobby, play their instrument, or like Charlie loves to play his guitar. He needs that time to refresh and regenerate. Without somebody like me going, so anyway, here's what else happened in my day. It's like, okay, he loves me. He'll listen.
Right.
But,
Thick, you ever get home from the morning show and Heather's there for some strange reason you don't know why, and you're just like, oh.
I'm the worst person to ask this. She works from home.
So, okay, it's funny you say that.
You never get alone time.
No, never, ever.
It's real funny you say that because when the move finally happens here in a few weeks, it was, 6 weeks ago, or no, that's not true. It was probably 3 months ago when I got the job. Nora went and told her boss about the move, that we were moving from Detroit to Columbus. And he said, okay, good, you can work remote. The boss isn't letting her quit. He demands that she stays, which is great.
That's pretty cool.
Which is great.
Yeah.
But at the same time, damn it, she's going to be home all the time now.
Actually, my wife does go into the office for a half day on Monday and Wednesday. She gets home about 12:30, so there's an hour on those 2 days.
Okay.
And but and even if she doesn't go and she's there when I come home, she's like, "I'm sorry, I know you didn't get any alone time." I'm like, I would be doing the exact same thing when I get home, whether she was there or not. So It doesn't really impact me. And I mean, we work in the same office. When I go home and do work at home, but I got my headphones on, I don't even know she's behind me. I don't.
Yes, you're getting alone time.
I am.
And we do the same thing.
I'll go downstairs, play my video games or whatever.
Okay.
I'm outside.
We retire to our separate rooms. I
don't have. It's weird if she's not there for me.
Okay.
Honestly, she.
So you do a thing
and she gets her alone time every morning because I'm here. So,
but she listens, so you're really invading her.
Yeah, right. Just right in her ear hole.
Right.
She keeps the Blitz on. Not just starting at 6 a.m., but till she's done working in the afternoon. That's what she has on in the office.
We do. Charlie gets the living room. I get the family room. Like during the day, sometimes we're both home together. He's over there doing his thing. Yep. I'm in the family room doing my thing. Yeah. So but it works out because we love hanging out together. So we have a blast.
I mean, as long as you've got enough space in the house where you can go get some alone time away from each other. If it bothers you, then you're looking to do something maybe that you wouldn't do when she was there.
Would you consider yourself an extrovert or an introvert or somewhere maybe in between a little bit?
Well, yeah, so I am a 100% an introverted extrovert.
Okay.
Where obviously with our job, we're out there.
Yeah.
I've done stand-up comedy since I've been 18. I'm on stage. Yes, I perform. But at the same time, I'm not a small talker.
Yeah.
I've been yelled at a few times where we've been out like with friends at a bar or whatever, and I'm on my phone just kind of chilling or whatever, doing something on the phone, just because there's nothing really happening. But give me a microphone, and I'll be the loudest one in the room.
Right.
You know?
But it's like sometimes like interacting with people or whatever is sometimes it's very life-giving to an extrovert. It gives them life and energy to be with people and interacting. And for introverts, when you're doing that, it's not that it's not fun and you're not able to engage, but it does drain you to where you need to sort of have some space to regain that energy.
Yeah, for sure. It can be draining if you're not used to it, to have to socialize and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
I love to talk. I'll talk to a complete stranger. I'll strike up a conversation.
800-821-9970 or 99-700. I'm very curious. Do you have that feeling sometime where you pull in the driveway, the garage door slowly opens, and then you see the bumper of the car, and you're just like, oh, man. I was just hoping for that few moments.
This is my time on the hub.
So we've got a couple things. Doug says, thick blink if you need help. Gustavo says, well, that explains all the fishing.
Yes. 800-821-9970 or 99-700. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Saw this post from a friend of mine that said, you ever have that feeling when you get home from work and you open the garage door and you see your significant other's car in the garage and you're just like, oh, man. Because you were just hoping for an empty house for a little bit.
Yeah.
Texts are rolling in. Jennifer says, I work from home. Not a fan when my husband's there. He's the distraction. Prefer when he's not there because then in the evening the kids are home.
Oh.
My work time is my alone time. I can totally see that.
Yes.
I'm trying to think because with Nora working from home, with our new place, there's a basement, there's time, but we're kind of attached at the hip.
Yeah.
And it's still fairly new. When it comes to the grand scheme of things, it's been 3 years, but we still enjoy each other's company. So
no, that says a lot. 3 years is long.
We'll sit on the opposite ends of the couch.
Yeah.
Because it's a long couch, and then we'll just touch our feetsies together.
Oh,
we do the same thing.
So cute.
We're far enough apart.
Yep.
But we're still touching.
Aw.
Yeah. So
that sounds like Melissa. She said, my significant other and I love together, work together, and used to even shower together. We're literally together 24/7.
Wow.
Yeah, Charlie and I, we love hanging out. Like I said, if we need space, he stays in the living room. I go in the family room, and we just do our own thing.
But I've also heard of this. I bet there's some moms out there before that have gotten home from work, or maybe you run some errands or whatever, and you pull in the driveway. And you just sit in your car for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Before you go inside.
Yep.
And you're just like,
just need a breather.
I just need to decompress before I walk into the house. You got a couple kids running around, or that the husband and the kids are home. And you're like, before I walk in this door, I just need about 10, 15 minutes.
It reminds me of Everybody Loves Raymond. He said he comes home, if Deborah's car's there, sometimes he'll just drive around the block several times.
Just give it a little time.
This person says, my wife works from home. I hide in the bathroom, and she tries to talk to me through the door.
Oh, no bathroom talking. Can't do that. 800-821-9970 or 99-700. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening.
the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, if you're in Hilliard, Dublin, or West Columbus and you heard tornado sirens last night, it was a malfunction. That's according to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. It happened at about 9:30 p.m., and there was no severe weather threat at all in the area. And an EMA worker says that the siren's age, the siren system is pretty old, so it's prone to malfunctions. So instills a lot of confidence.
Man, I never heard a thing.
Oh, yeah. Out like a light,
I was dead to the world.
The first day in the sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs involved graphic testimony. Most of it I can't even talk about, honestly, without risking the radio station license. You can look it up if you're so inclined, but what I can say is that the 2016 hotel surveillance video of Combs beating the crap out of his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, was front and center day one. And then a male stripper took the stand to testify to what happened during the freak-offs and an incident that Diddy paid for him to be with his girlfriend. I don't know. It's all really twisted. But Cassie Ventura is expected to testify and maybe on the stand as early as today. Combs faces 5 criminal counts and could be sentenced to up to life in prison if convicted on all 5 counts. A ban on so-called junk fees is officially in effect, and Ticketmaster says it will start displaying the full price of an event ticket as soon as you begin shopping. Normally it's once you get to checkout and you're gobsmacked by how much extra you're paying for that ticket that you thought was $50.
I love this.
Yeah. Ticketmaster has long been the subject of complaints about its hidden fees and was one of the reasons for creation of this new rule. The rule requires all ticket sellers, hotels, vacation rental platforms, and others to disclose processing fees, cleaning fees, and other charges up front. The time I think I was the most shocked about the fees was when we rented a cabin down at Burr Oak and took the dog, and we just spent a long weekend down there. And they have there's a hotel tax or a lodging tax. And Burr Oak, at the time, I think charged 10%, which is a lot of money for after 3 nights. You know, these cabins aren't cheap.
Yep.
And so along with the sales tax, there's also a lodging tax. And I don't know if there's a beautification fee or not, because a lot of the state parks do that. But it significantly increased our bill.
Yeah, I bet.
We were looking at like a little getaway to Vegas, and we were online, and you can get some deals on hotels, even on the Strip. You know, one, they're trying to rebuild because they've lost, in this economy, Vegas has lost a ton of money.
Oh.
But they're offering deals, and you can get a nice $99 hotel room at one of those mid-level MGMs or sort of, hotels. But then it's like $140 a night resort fee. And you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, they have to tell you that up front now.
You still end up spending $300 or $400 a night.
It's all part of the price. They're just getting you. They're going to pull you in and then add more on. And
aren't you at high roller status yet?
No. I sure wish.
I will say Burr Oak's amazing bass fishing.
Oh, okay. Good to know for next time. All right.
Which you won't be doing.
I won't be, but
it's good to know.
Still good to know.
You can walk by the body of water and go, hey, that's good bass fishing.
Good bass fishing. All right. Those are your 3 things.
Sometimes a story breaks and we need to report on it. And then 24 or 48 hours later, you get more information. So you've got to update what's going on. And yesterday, we shared a story with you about an Amazon driver in California who did a double delivery. Dropped off a package and then dropped a deuce right there on the front porch. Well, as it turns out, this Amazon driver was not done yet because she went double duty. She did it twice at 2 different houses. Take a listen.
When I woke up, my husband said he was going to bring me some coffee and a pastry. He went downstairs and was greeted by not only one package, but a second inappropriate, disgusting package, which was essentially like human feces and looked to be urination. I kind of like clutched my pearls a little bit because I'm like, really? A second time? It was kind of like, wow, still not done.
She probably had Taco Bell before.
Even the kid knows.
Yes, this Amazon driver twice dropped off a package and then twice poo-pooed on someone's porch.
Like, was this same day or was
Yes, within an hour.
How's that? What is going on?
You've got IBS. You need help. Something's wrong.
The one, though, that I didn't understand. Took the paper towel to wipe and then left that in the potted plant.
Well, I mean, if I've already pooped on your porch, I'm not taking a poopy, paper towel with me.
I put it in the planter.
Just cover your poo over with it.
Run in the bush. Look.
Right.
We have been there.
The porch?
One of the
You've been there?
most. I have. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life was driving to work, literally having to pick myself up, leaning on the center console so I could lift my waist to clinch my butt cheeks tighter. Getting to work, running to the bathroom, putting my hands on my belt, and then skadoosh. There was nothing I could do. My body knew I was in front of the toilet, and it didn't give me time to undo my belt.
That is what happens physically.
Yes.
Once you get close, your body just starts to
100%
out of your control.
It'll shake. Your body will shiver.
I am not saying that this woman did this on purpose. This may have been a full-blown emergency. But run to the bush, run to the side of the house.
It wasn't an emergency. This was aggressive. When you're doing that on someone's... Yeah, and also, if you had any shame whatsoever, you would just go in your truck and then, throw your undies out. You know what I mean?
That's the thing.
You're not going on someone's front porch if it's an accident. That's no accident.
Yeah,
Twice?
right. Yeah, no. The porch, man.
You don't
Come
drop
on, the
it
porch.
and then turn around.
I agree. That's why I said run to the side of the house.
Yeah.
Jump in a bush.
I mean, I'm just saying that this shows that it was an act of aggression. It's not an act of desperation. 2 front porch poops? No.
Is that a mom who's mad to be delivering on Mother's Day?
I don't know. No, it happened on a Saturday.
Oh, I thought it happened on Mother's Day.
Nope. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You're right. Sunday morning. Okay. I apologize. Yeah.
A mad mom?
Yeah. I don't know.
With a lot to spare, I'll say.
Or
maybe she didn't finish on purpose. Let me save some for the next time.
She pitched the loaf off and was like, I'm going to save the rest for later. Someone else is getting the second half of this performance.
Here's the encore.
Oh, man. Well,
oh, no.
Good news is Amazon did confirm who the driver was. It was a contracted worker working for them. They
Do we have a name?
We're deeply disturbed by the unacceptable behavior of this delivery driver and apologize to the customers involved. We immediately identified the driver, and they are no longer driving for Amazon. As of right now, I do not have a name.
I really think that this...
her
you
face
should be, publicly humiliated for that. That's not right.
The woman... the woman's face is clearly visible on the footage.
Okay.
So she was passed on to police. There's a good chance she's going to be facing charges of some sort.
Serial pooper,
I guess. But here's the thing: she also took the delivery picture and then edited it out her poo.
Oh, it was in the
I guess
picture?
so. Yeah. That.
Oh my God. Well, on one of the videos, I saw her take the picture first and then turn around and pull her pants down.
Okay, so this must have been the second
That's
delivery.
why I'm saying she had enough control. When you're in an emergency situation, you don't pull out your phone to take the picture of the delivery. You have got to go.
Right.
The picture comes later. But not her. She was cool as a cucumber taking that picture.
She's carrying the box from the truck up to the front lawn, and she's got the walking farge. Every step of, and then she's got to go, and then up the steps. Oh, and then when she turns around and comes down the steps, and you know when you speed up, you're like down the steps the whole way.
Plus, can this person be charged? I mean, you spread hepatitis
Absolutely,
A,
this
E. coli, all that
100%.
stuff. I mean, this is a real. This is terror. It's pooper. Wait, terrorism. Poop.
We've got to be like a menacing charge in there.
You're really trying to put those two words together.
It just did not work. It did not work.
Well, the good news is, yes, she has been fired. She will most likely be arrested, and it looks like the serial pooping will come to an end.
Public indecency, menacing.
All of it.
Yeah,
all of it.
Littering.
Yeah, yes.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story comes from KDFW in Dallas, where they have reported a car accident after a car approached a roundabout at a high level of speed in the Oak Cliff neighborhood, launched itself over the roundabout. The problem is, on the other side of the roundabout are residentials. and this car launched, hit the ground, rolled, and hit the side of the house. Breaking through the window, the car flipped, slamming into the home. The car caught on fire. Thankfully, no one was hurt in Thursday night's crash. According to Dallas police, the driver was cited for not having a license. I mean, to watch this video and to see this car approaching the roundabout at such a high level of speed, it's not like there's not a single sign. You know you're coming to a roundabout. Why are you driving that fast?
That's insane.
And here's the problem. Back in February, the same thing happened with a different car with the next door neighbor. Sure enough, a video of the car flying over the roundabout, crashing right through the living room. What is with it? There are signs. What are you doing?
Are you
exactly
watching
what the video
TikToks,
looks like.
maybe?
I guess.
The amount of people who are on their phone on the freeway is shocking.
Yes.
I mean, and I know because I look up from my phone and see you all doing it too. No. Kidding. But
but not really.
But I'm saying you see that people who have these wild accidents and then it's like, yeah, because you were on your phone watching videos because the police can find that stuff out.
I'm trying to right. If you're not paying attention coming up on a roundabout, then you look over the curb. But this thing launched. This thing was going 50 miles an hour too fast to approach a roundabout. Makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Pay attention on the roadways. Your second story is I'm very curious to see where you fall on this. There's a man in his 20s who went on social media asking for advice. Because here's the deal. His roommate stole a piece of cake that he had baked from his fridge. Yes, these two roommates were friends. They decided to live together. However, they kind of had a no food sharing rule, so much so that they each had their own mini fridges. Like they had their own food locations. Well, the roommate went into the other roommate's room and stole a piece of cake because he was hungry. Well, it turns out the roommate had a bad allergic reaction because he's got a peanut allergy.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was a peanut butter flavored cake. Called 911. They hit him with the EpiPen, and he recovered. He didn't realize that the cake had peanut butter in it. The problem is, the man says the roommate who stole the cake is now asking him to pay his medical bills because he, and I quote, poisoned him.
Wow.
Naturally, a lot of people are telling him he should not be responsible, especially since they had a rule of not sharing groceries. They had separate mini fridges. The roommate actually went into the other guy's fridge, which was never offered.
Hey,
your fault, dude.
I don't even know. The sad thing is they were friends before, and now he's moving out. Like, here's the thing. If you know you have food allergies, you should have grown up knowing don't eat strange food because you don't know who made it. You don't know what's in it. The guy posted an update saying that he's refused to pay anything. There are some people that are saying you should at least help pay for the medical bill.
What?
Why?
Right.
Wait, nobody refuses to be held everybody refuses to be held accountable for anything.
Yeah.
Everybody. That nobody takes responsibility for anything anymore. Everything is somebody else's fault.
There are a few people that are defending the cake stealer. But look, you knew you had a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
Don't go eating random food. You know how careful some people walk when they have allergies, not going into certain places.
Yeah.
Are we sure that this is, not made with peanut oil or whatever? Yeah, don't pay any of that man's bills.
That is insane, man.
He stole your food without asking. That is all on him, 100%. So you're not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz.
I've been shopping all day at Walmart. Anything I need at Walmart. Everything I want at Walmart. They got what I need at Walmart. I've been shopping all day at Walmart.
Yeah, I had to run by Walmart yesterday, and I figured that we've got these tickets for Mammoth to give away. They're going to be at Kemba Live on November 20th. And we all know Walmart has, everything. And so we are going to play Walmart Yes or No. Very simple game. 800-821-9970. Anyone and everyone is willing to play. You get one yes or no question. Has to be a yes or no question. and then you can take a guess as to what item I have sitting right here, and the first person to correctly identify the item is going to win the item I have and a pair of tickets from him.
I love it.
It's a simple game. Keep track of the yes or no answers. We'll start taking calls right now. 800-821-9970. You get one yes or no question. This is the only clue I'll give you. I will tell you how much I paid for this item.
Okay.
I paid $5.97 for this item, which actually seems like a pretty good deal. $5.97 for this item. You get one yes or no question and one guess as to what it is. Here we go. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Nick.
Nick, Walmart, yes or no? What's your question?
I paid. What do you mean? What's the question?
Oh, you weren't paying attention. You just wanted the tickets. Walmart, yes or no? I bought an item at Walmart yesterday. It's sitting right here in front of me. I paid $5.97 for it. You get to ask me one yes or no question, and you get one guess as to what the item is. You got to turn your radio down so you can hear me better.
Yeah.
A coffee cup.
No, not a coffee
just guessed
cup.
right out of the gate.
Not a coffee cup. Blitz, good morning. What's your yes or no question?
Yeah.
He says yes.
He says yes.
Okay, that's wrong.
Okay, you can hang up on him. Let's try the rules one more time. You get a one yes or no question to ask me, and then you get one guess at the item. Hello, who's this?
It's Chris.
Chris, what is your yes or no question?
Is it camping?
It is not camping related.
Equipment.
It is not camping related. Do you want to take a guess?
Yes. On your desk, CD.
No, that is not it. Not camping equipment. Not a CD. Blitz, hi. Who's this?
Kevin.
Kevin, what's your yes or no question?
Is it a drink?
It is not a drink. No.
Is it a sandwich?
Nope, not a sandwich.
Okay.
Blitz, good morning. What's your yes no question for Walmart? Yes or no?
Is it food?
It is not food.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Didn't want to take a guess. Didn't want to take a guess. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Daniel.
Daniel, what's your yes no question for Walmart? Yes or no?
Is it a food item?
Not a food item. No.
Damn it.
Do you want to take a guess?
Might as well. Go with toy. Does that work?
No, that does not work.
That product.
That does. That is not. That is a yes no question. So no, that is not a question or sorry, correct answer. So try again. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Stella.
Stella, what's your yes no question?
Is it clothing?
It is not clothing. No.
Okay.
We're narrowing it down. Not food, not clothing, not a drink.
You want to take a guess?
Is it a candle?
A candle.
Not a candle. No.
That's a pretty good guess.
That is.
Yep.
Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
This is Matt.
Matt, what's your yes no question?
Does it belong in the kitchen?
Does not belong in the kitchen. No.
Oh, all right. Thanks. I'm going to go ahead and guess a pillow.
Pillow, not it. No. I paid $5.97 for this item at Walmart. We are playing Walmart yes or no. You get one yes or no question. What's your yes or no question?
Is it like housewares?
I did not buy it from Housewares. It's a good question.
Dude. Okay. Is it a fish?
Not a fish. Not a fish. Walmart, yes or no? What's your question for Walmart, yes or no?
Is it like a notebook?
Not a notebook, no.
I did not buy it from Houseware. Is it a pen?
No, it is not.
It was a yes or no question, and
It
then
was
he
a
asked
yes or
the
no question. Right. Is that a guess
was
or a
tricky
yes or no
there,
question?
yeah.
Right. All right, Walmart, yes or no? What is your question?
Yeah, hey, it's Brandon. Is it in the checkout line?
Oh, good question.
Oh.
Not from the checkout line.
I just met you yesterday, by the way. I love you guys.
Oh,
Brandon,
we love you.
yeah. What's up?
We love you, man. Thank you so much.
Line?
But not a checkout line item. No, it's from an actual department.
I think it's a It's not a pack of Oreos. A bottle of shampoo.
No. Did you say a pack of Oreos?
I was about to say a pack of Oreos.
That was, let me tell you, that was almost the item. I put that item back.
Oh, that's funny.
For this item. Yeah. Honest to God, I put double stuffed Oreos. I put that item back. But no, not it. Let's go to the next call. They hung up. Blitz, good morning. Walmart, yes or no? What's your yes or no question?
Is it a personal health item?
Not a personal health item. Good question.
So it wouldn't be genital wart cream.
It is not genital wart cream. All right, one more for this round. Walmart, yes or no? What's your yes or no question?
Is it Pokemon cards?
Not Pokemon cards. No. Sorry. Good guess. All right. 800-821-9970. Up for grabs. Tickets to see Mammoth. And whatever item this is that I bought at Walmart for $5.97. We'll go another round of yes/no questions.
We've eliminated a lot.
We have. Not
That's all we've
housewares,
not
Not food. Not from the checkout item.
Not camping gear.
Not camping gear. Not clothing.
Not drink.
Not liquid. Yeah, not a drink. Yep. So we will get to another round of yes or no questions for Walmart yes or no and these Mammoth tickets in 3.5 minutes. 99.7 The Blitz.
I've been shopping all day at Walmart. Anything I need.
That's right. Walmart's got it all, and I was there yesterday. Had to pick up some food items I can bring to the station and stick in the freezer for breakfast and stuff. And I was like, you know what? We've got these tickets to give away. So we're going to play Walmart yes or no. It's very simple. You get to ask one yes or no question and one guess as to what the item is. I shared the information that I paid $5.97 for this item. Seems like a good deal. We've determined it's not food, it's not clothing, it's not camping gear.
It's not a checkout at the checkout.
You don't find it at the checkout item.
It's not drink.
It is from a particular department in Walmart.
It's not cards.
Not Pokemon cards, right? Let's go to the phones. Blitz, good morning. What's your yes or no question?
Is it something you could put on your body?
No, you cannot put it on your body. No. Do you want to take a guess as to what the item is?
Is it napkins?
No, not napkins. No. Up for grabs, Mammoth tickets to Kemba Live for Walmart yes or no. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
Is it from the toy department?
Not from the toy department. No.
Okay. Is it the power strip?
Oh, good guess.
That's a good guess.
Not a power strip. Oh, sorry. What's your Walmart yes or no question? They hung up.
Yep.
That was probably their guess, a power strip. They just said, damn it, hung up. Blitz, good morning. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
Do you put it in the front room?
I mean, you could.
Can you use it in the front room?
It can go in the front room. That's all I'm going to say. It can go in the front room. If that's where it goes. Not a DVD. No. Good guess, though. Blitz, good morning. What's your Walmart yes or no question? Hello? Blitz, good morning.
Nope.
Okay. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
It's Troy.
Troy, what's your Walmart yes or no question?
Hey, is it, go in your living room. Is it an air freshener?
Air freshener. No, not an air freshener. Good guess, but not quite it. Thanks for playing along. Walmart yes or no? Hi, what's your Walmart yes or no question?
Good morning, it's Lucian.
Hello.
Hey, Lucian.
Lucian, what is your yes or no question?
Is it automotive related?
Not automotive related. It is not from the automotive department, but it's a good question.
Okay. Maybe sunscreen or aloe, something to...
Oh. Nope. You do not. We did answer the question. You do not put it on your body, so that is not it. Thanks for the call. Walmart yes or no? Hi, what's your Walmart yes or no question?
Automotive related.
Okay, turn your radio down for me.
Item.
I'm sorry?
Yep. Is it a personal electronic item?
Not a personal electronic item. No, not from that department. Not from electronics.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome, mate.
Well,
he didn't want to take a guess. He was locked in on one guess.
He gave a free clue.
Up for grabs, Kemba Live tickets to see Mammoth on November 20th. Walmart, yes or no? I paid $5.97 for this item. What is your Walmart yes or no question?
Do you put something in it?
You do not put something in it, no.
Have a guess?
I ain't got a guess.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Thanks for the try. Walmart, yes or no? What's your question?
Is it a light bulb?
Not a light bulb. Just going right for the guess. Blitz, good morning. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
Does it illuminate?
It does not illuminate. No.
That's a good question.
That's a good question,
All right,
though.
so it's not a nightlight. All right.
Not a nightlight. Thank you for the guess, though. Blitz, good morning. What is your Walmart yes or no question?
From electronics?
Not electronics. We answered that question already. Not from the electronics department, no. Try again, though. Do you have a guess? No, yeah. Oh.
You already got DVD?
Yeah, we got a DVD, guys. Not food, not clothing, not automotive, not lotion, not candles, not something you put on your body. What else was there?
Not camping gear.
Not camping gear. $5.97 was the total cost. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
A rug.
A rug? No, not a rug.
That'd be a little rug
for $5.97. That'd be a napkin-sized rug. Yeah, dollhouse rug, exactly. Blitz, good morning. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
Is it from the kitchen department?
Not from the kitchen department, no. That's what you got to do. You got to eliminate departments.
Yeah, eliminate all departments.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go.
But do you have a guess?
Is it a book?
Not a book, no. Walmart, yes or no? Hello, what's your question?
Hi, does it involve cleaning?
Does not involve cleaning, no. Do you have a guess?
Ooh, is it oh, man. I go to Walmart all the time. Is it a fern?
Not a fern. Not a fern.
We have eliminated almost every department.
We kind of have, except for one or two.
Yep.
Blitz, good morning. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
Is it a fishing lure?
It is not a fishing lure, no. Not from the sporting department. Good morning, Blitz. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
A lighter.
Not a lighter, no. That would be a checkout item. Yeah, it's definitely not from the checkout aisle. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Jake.
Jake, what's your Walmart yes or no question?
Is it something decorative?
No, it is not decorative. No. I thought we would get somewhere close.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No clue. All right. I'm telling you, I thought maybe this item would be more expensive than $5.97.
Yeah.
But it's not. Is that normal price, Kelly?
Well, I would know, and I would say that it is less expensive than I would have thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We may have to play after Kelly's news.
I know, right? Let's try one more time. A couple more. Blitz, good morning. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
Yeah, house plant for your new home.
No, it's not a house plant.
Not a house plant. Try again. Blitz, good morning. Hi, what's your Walmart yes or no question?
Is it in the seasonal aisle?
No, not in the seasonal aisle. No.
You have a guess?
It's here all the time.
Is it a bottle of ibuprofen?
After Sonic Temple, it would be a good guess, but that is not it. No. Blitz, good morning. What's your Walmart yes or no question?
Hi, is it from the pet department?
It is from the pet department.
Okay. Is it a chew toy?
It is a chew toy! It is a goose-shaped doggy chew toy. Wait, you got to turn the music down.
All right.
It even sounds like a goose. That's hilarious.
Look at that.
Do I get the chew toy for my dog?
Yes, you get the chew toy, and you get a pair of tickets to see Mammoth at Kemba Live on November 20th, okay?
Awesome. That's great.
Who's this?
This is Kristen. I'm from Gahanna.
Kristen, congratulations. You have got yourself, or what's your dog's name?
Zeus.
Zeus has got a brand. Oh, Zeus is going to eat this thing in
Zeus
one.
has a goose.
Yeah, Zeus has a goose. I love it. Thanks so much. You hang on 1 second. There we go. I think I'm going to have to go back to Walmart for next week and do another Walmart. That's great. For sure. Hang on line. We'll get you hooked up those tickets and your brand new dog toys, 997 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
The Menendez brothers could be one step closer to freedom after being convicted of gunning down their parents over 35 years ago. A Los Angeles County judge cleared the way for a resentencing hearing, which begins today. Eric and Lyle Menendez claim they were sexually abused by their father, and their mother was aware when they both shot their parents inside their Beverly Hills mansion. If resentenced, the brothers could potentially be eligible for parole. Kim Kardashian is in a Paris courtroom today testifying in her multi-million-dollar jewelry heist trial. 5 robbers are charged with stealing more than $10 million in jewels from her hotel in the city in 2016. Earlier today, she told the court she absolutely thought she was going to die that day. She was bound with zip ties and duct tape as the robbers took her jewelry, including a $4 million engagement ring given to her by Kanye West. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning has been screened for members of the press, and the first reactions are excellent. Reviewers are saying, basically, I saw most of the reviews said the first 40 minutes is sort of an information dump. So it's sort of like, okay, what is this? But then the last part of the movie is killer, amazing.
Oh.
It's the 8th and final installment in the Mission Impossible series. I saw somebody say, when we're at Mission Impossible 8, maybe the missions aren't that impossible.
Yeah.
But this one stars Tom Cruise, obviously, along with Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso, Angela Bassett, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Nick Offerman. MI8 now heads to the Cannes Film Festival to screen on May 14th. But in total, the Mission Impossible franchise has a lifetime gross of well over $1 billion.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, the highest earner of the bunch is 2018's Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout. That was the highest gross.
I think my favorite, though, is 3 with Philip Seymour Hoffman as the villain.
Yes.
Oh my
okay.
God. I remember seeing the first 10 minutes of that movie because they kind of Quentin Tarantino'd that movie where they have this scene in the beginning, and I remember watching that first 8 minutes, and I was like, holy crap! It's a good start to a movie.
Yeah.
But I've really, I think of a series of movies. Mission Impossible's pretty high up there. I think they did a good job with that series, and I'm hoping they do the last one in that new Max Theater up north.
How did you go?
Yeah, I went and saw Thunderbolts.
How was it?
Oh my, mind-blowing.
Incredible.
It is so cool with that 280 degrees of vision, because it's not all the time. It's like during some scenes where all of a sudden, if you're in the city and now you've got some extra buildings around you and stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's super awesome. So I hope they do this for the new Mission Impossible movie.
Nice. All right. Those are your 3 things.
All right. We all know that Starbucks is known for kind of misspelling people's names when you write your order.
Yep.
In fact, sometimes it's like, what did you think I said? That's not even remotely close to my name. And we're also very much in a time of see something, say something. You saw those signs all over the digital billboards at Sonic Temple on stages when bands weren't playing and they had the rotating signs. They had very much a see something, say something kind of message going on. And that's why this is pretty strange. There's a place down in Florida called Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. I've been to a Freddy's. They're franchised. They had them in Colorado.
I know, I've never heard
of them.
Good food.
Yeah, good food. And here's the thing. Someone went through the drive-thru, and they got their receipt. And on the receipt, they write your name so they know whose order it is. And the person looks down, and on the receipt it says, help, in big, bold font. And they weren't sure what to do. So they posted a photo on social media and asked if they should do something. Now, here's the thing. It's an employee working there amongst other employees, so trying to figure out what kind of danger they could be in, but maybe this is their moment away from their captor and they're forced to work, and they don't say anything to their coworkers in fear of being caught.
Totally has nothing to do with somebody inside Freddy's, could be.
Right.
Yeah,
or that maybe there's a robber in the office somewhere and they wrote help on the receipt.
I mean, I'm calling 911 immediately.
Well, a lot of people said to do exactly that. Some people said mind your own business.
But they wrote help to me.
Right.
That's my business.
Yeah. So they did end up calling 911. The police sent someone out, and the customer said they found out it was just an employee playing a prank.
Okay, that's stupid.
Don't do that.
I mean,
help is not a prank.
Yeah, because the next time nobody calls and they really need help, and I mean, stop.
You know, in today's times, when we are where we're at, and people are a little bit on higher edge, we know that things do happen.
Yeah,
we're all kind of on high alert most of the time. Don't write help on the receipt.
Why would
bad
that's
decision.
That's nothing funny about that. That's not a joke. That's not even a good.
Yeah, what did you think? What did you think the end result of the joke was going to be?
Right.
That's my question.
We're going to drive away laughing?
Yeah.
I mean, what?
As someone who loves to tell jokes, you think about the reaction to the joke.
Right.
And I don't see a laugh coming out of that.
There's nothing there.
Just saying. Don't write help. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Unless you need it.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Oh, yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Did you know that if all the gold in the world was melted down, it would fit into less than 3.5 Olympic swimming pools? Now,
that all the gold that's been found.
I would have to assume so. It says in the world.
That's a lot. That's still a lot.
Yeah, if you think about it. I mean, you're talking 50 yards across and however many feet deep. That's still a lot of liquid. But then you also think the entire world.
Right.
That's also a lot.
I'm sitting there looking at my ring. I mean, that'd be like a pebble melted down into a ball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
absolutely
a lot.
Yep. The British pound is the oldest currency that's still in use. It was established 1,200 years ago. Still right from the British pound. Yeah. The design of Apple's earbuds was actually inspired to look like stormtroopers in Star Wars.
What?
They use kind of the stormtrooper look to design the Apple earbuds, and I can kind of see it.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
If you think about that. Now, granted, they did make them to fit the ear hole and kind of sit in there, but if you look at that compared to like a stormtrooper helmet.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it.
Definitely kind of see that. Yep. 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day is associated with the lowest overall cardiovascular disease risk. After controlling other factors, of course, you can still ruin your heart in other ways.
Yeah, on average, I do 4 cups.
Yeah, I do about 3.
Yeah, and when I say cups now, a cup is 8 ounces.
Right.
You know, that gigantic thing you get at Starbucks is way more than a cup.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, so I'm sitting right about 3 or 4. Now, I do offset that with how many McDonald's triple cheeseburgers and large fries I eat.
Right, and half a bottle of Captain.
You have a bottle of yeah, that's true. Yep. So basically, I'm just leveling out is all I'm doing.
Yeah, balance is the key to life.
It's all about balance. And finally, how much do you think bees should make? Let me rephrase that question. If bees were paid minimum wage, a jar of honey would cost how much in labor?
Oh my gosh, how am I even going to answer that? I don't even know how many bees. I need to know how many bees it takes. It's impossible to answer.
All right, fine. I'll let you know. If bees were paid minimum wage, a jar of honey would cost $182,000 in labor.
What?
So that means that's how many bees work how many hours to make 1 jar of honey.
For real?
$182,000.
Are we talking about like a jar that'll sit in my pantry?
Yeah.
Or are we talking about some massive jar?
No, a jar of honey.
Oh my gosh. And they could get a lot more than that if they knew it, because they probably don't know if they all died, we're screwed.
Oh, for sure.
They probably don't know that.
Yeah, they
could
could
demand a lot more money.
They could get like the hazard pay.
All right.
For sure.
They hold a little gun to themselves. I'll kill myself.
I'll do
You're
it.
going to have to pay me more.
I'll do it.
It'll take us all out.
Or I would love to sweep the queen bee and go, bitches, we're putting 110% tariff on our honey, so you're just going to have to pay more. It's 99.7 The Blitz.